Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made these mini blueberry baked cheesecakes, and they are really simple, and you can even cheat a little bit and use jam instead of the blueberry sauce that I'm going to make in this video. They're beautiful, they're really delicious, and they're super simple. So to make the blueberry sauce, all you need to do is add your blueberries. I'm using frozen, but you can use fresh. Add your blueberries and your sugar and just mix it around in a pan over a high heat until it bubbles. And that won't take you that long really, but make sure that you keep stirring it because you don't want the sugar to burn. Once it's started to bubble quite a lot, you're now ready to add your lemon zest and your lemon juice. It just adds a little bit of tartness, which I really like, but as I said, you could just buy this sauce. You don't need to make it if you don't want to. If you are making this sauce, I would recommend making it around about 30 minutes to an hour before you make the recipe. That just gives it time to cool. You want to leave this over a high heat for around about 5 to 10 minutes until you've noticed that the sauce has thickened. To make the base is really simple. All you want to do is add your butter to your biscuit crumbs and mix it until it's the consistency of wet sand. If you're not sure or you're trying this recipe for the first time, don't add all of the butter at once, just add a little bit at a time until you get the right consistency. I've got a 12-hole muffin pan here that I've lined. All you want to do is push in the biscuit crumbs until they're really firm in the bottom. Then you're going to leave those on the side while you start on the filling. The filling is really easy, and you can make this by hand, in a mixer or in a food processor. And if you want to, you can just put the whole lot in all in one go. But the way I like to do it is to add the cream cheese first and mix that until it's really smooth, because sometimes that can take a while and you don't want to add too much air to this recipe. So just mix it until it's really smooth and then add the rest of your ingredients in any order that you like. I'm using a piping bag with the end cut off, but you can just use a spoon. Try not to get any air bubbles in this if you can, but if you do feel like you have got some air bubbles in, then just give the whole tray a firm tap and that should get rid of any large air bubbles. This recipe should make exactly 12 individual cheesecakes. I've allowed the sauce to cool, and you just spoon it onto the top, and then using maybe a toothpick or a fork or a chopstick like I'm doing, you just want to swirl it on the top. You can be as generous or not if you prefer with the sauce on the top. The important thing is that when you are swirling it, try not to go all the way to the bottom. You don't want to disturb your biscuit base, you only want to be disturbing your cheesecake filling. Pop the tray into a preheated oven at 140 degrees fan for 22 to 25 minutes. They will rise a little bit while they're in the oven. You still want there to be a little bit of jiggle though. That way you'll have a nice centre and they do continue cooking after you've taken them out of the oven. Make sure that you leave them for at least 30 minutes before you put them in the fridge, and once they're in the fridge, I'd recommend leaving them at least 3 hours before you tuck in. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.